Hi STAIR students, my name is Miss Asher and this is lesson 7 of Unit 2 in your writing journal. So for today's writing journal activity, we are going to keep writing paragraphs. So before we get into today's activity, I want to go over the parts of a paragraph with you. Now remember that a paragraph is usually about 5 sentences that has a beginning, a middle, and an end, and it's all about the same topic. So we like to use our hamburger chart to remind you guys of the parts of the paragraph. Remember that we start with a topic sentence, which is like our top bun. It's the first part of the burger, or the first part of the paragraph is our topic. In the middle, we have all the juicy details, which you can think of those as like the lettuce and tomato and the hamburger, the actual meat of your burger. That's the meat of your paragraph. Those are the juicy details that really make your paragraph interesting and give it lots of depth and good supporting sentences about your topic. So that's what's going to go in the middle, and you're going to have 3 of those kind of sentences. And then at the end, remember that we've got our concluding sentence, which conclusion is another word for the end of something. So our concluding sentence is just going to wrap up our paragraph nicely. It's going to remind our audience what they just read and sort of give a nice little summary. So that will be the 5 sentences that'll make up your paragraph, and then all of that will be a full paragraph. So now that you have been reminded of the different parts of a paragraph, I'm going to tell you about what we are writing about today. So today is a really fun activity because you're going to be writing about yourself. You're not just going to be writing about yourself, but you're going to be writing specifically about what it is that makes you special. So this is a fun one because you get to think about something that sets you apart from other people. Maybe it's a skill that you have, or an activity that you like to do, or something about you that makes you unique. So maybe you have a special talent. Maybe you're really good at singing or dancing or doing gymnastics or playing basketball or swimming or soccer, or maybe you are really imaginative and you have all sorts of creative games, or maybe you're a really good actor and you like to put on plays for your friends and family, or maybe you're really helpful around the house and you like to help your parents and family, or maybe you're really good at school, or you're good at spelling, or you can run really fast. So can you think of something that makes you special, or something that you're proud of that you would like to write about in a paragraph? So once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and get started writing a topic sentence. And remember that this topic sentence is just going to explain the basic idea of what your paragraph is about. So for my paragraph, I decided to write about that what makes me special is being a talented artist. So in my first topic sentence, and you'll go ahead and write these sentences in the rough draft section on this page in your writing journal, which is again lesson 7. And so I put a T for this first sentence for topic, and I went ahead and wrote this out because it would have taken a long time to do it while I was on camera, and I didn't want to bore you guys with watching me stare at my whiteboard for too long. So I'm going to walk you through my thought process, but I went ahead and wrote everything out so that I could keep you guys' attention and you weren't just sitting here waiting for me to finish writing, because sometimes I'm kind of a slow writer and sometimes I have to go back and erase things. So anyway, let's get started. So again, the title of this is going to be What Makes Me Special, and I underlined it so that you know it's a title and not a sentence in my paragraph. So our first sentence is going to be this topic sentence. Again, I wrote a T right here for topic, and remember that our sentences are going to start with a capital letter, and they're going to end with some sort of punctuation. So let me read you my sentence. It says, I am special because I am a talented artist. Now, can you think of how you might make your topic into a full topic sentence? Maybe you are special. Maybe you want to write, I am special because I am really good with animals, or I am special because I'm a really good big sister. So we want to make sure that your topic sentence has a full idea. So I am special because, and then write why you are special. So once you have your topic sentence, you're ready to start writing your supporting sentences. Now remember that you're going to have 3 supporting sentences that are going to be like the juicy details, like the meat and cheese and tomatoes and lettuce and onions and whatever else you like on your burger, maybe an egg. I like egg on my burger, but back to the story, back to the topic. So our first sentence, we're going to have 3 of these, but remember they're each going to be a detail that supports our topic sentence. So we are writing about why I'm a talented artist. So my first sentence of supporting sentence is going to support that. So I say that I have been making art for as long as I can remember. And so this just adds some more detail to my topic about being an artist. So I wanted to talk about how I've been making art a long time. So that first supporting sentence says, I have been making art for as long as I can remember. And you'll notice I have a capital at the beginning of the sentence and a period at the end. Remember, every sentence is going to start with a capital letter and it's going to end with a period. You'll also notice that I have an I, a capital I in the middle of my sentence. And do you remember why that is? That's right. It's going to be because you always capitalize I when you're talking about the personal pronoun, as in I am doing something, me, myself, and I is always capitalized when it's by itself. Or even if you have a contraction like I'm or I'd, which is I am or I would, you still always capitalize the I in those contractions. So now let's look at our second supporting sentence. So for this one, I wanted to give some details about what other people think about my skills. So oftentimes when I tell people that I do art or people see my art, they're like, wow, I could never do that. And what I always tell them is, yes, you can. It just takes practice and you have to believe in yourself. And yeah, anything that you're going to be good at, you're going to have to practice it. A lot of things take a lot of time in order to get good at them. And so I wanted to write a second supporting sentence that just sort of encouraged people to keep trying and keep practicing things in order to get better. So what I wrote was, when people tell me that they could never be good at art, I tell them that it just takes practice. And you'll remember that we've got our period here and a capital W at the beginning of that sentence. And so now we have a topic sentence and 2 supporting detail sentences. And I think we need one more supporting detail sentence, which I went ahead and wrote out, and I'm going to read it to you now. So I was thinking about what are some more details about being an artist. And honestly, I could write several paragraphs about this because there are so many things I wanted to talk about that I didn't have time. But I was thinking about the things that were most important that I wanted to communicate to my audience in just, my 5 sentences of this paragraph. So I wanted to talk about my favorite types of art. So what I wrote is, my favorite types of art are drawing and painting. So maybe if you were writing about, that you're special because you like to play imaginary games, maybe you would write, my favorite games to play are school and doctor and maybe what's another imaginary game? School and doctor and vet. Those are the imaginary games. So remember that these supporting sentences give extra details, those juicy bits that make your paragraph interesting and give the reader lots of good information. So again, that was my third supporting sentence. And so now that I have my topic sentence and 3 detail sentences, we are going to end our paragraph with a conclusion. And remember that the point of the conclusion sentence is just to wrap up what you're talking about, to say one final thought, to remind the reader, what it is that your topic is. You want to make sure that it's relevant to your others, and just sort of ends on a nice note that people can recognize that is the end of the sentence. It doesn't just end on a cliff, or end of the paragraph doesn't just end on a cliffhanger, but it, just wraps it up nicely to, make sense as a good ending. So what I wrote is that I try to practice my art every day to keep improving my special skill. And so I thought that this was a good ending because I was sort of reminding people of this second topic, or second supporting sentence, about how practice makes perfect. So I wanted to talk about practicing, and I also wanted to remind people that my special skill, which is, art, so I wanted to repeat that language about special, which I have in my first sentence. So that is how I closed out my paragraph. And now that you've seen how I wrote my rough draft, I'm going to erase these, draft outline little markers that I had at the beginning of every sentence, and then I'm going to read you the whole thing as a complete paragraph. So this is what publishing is. I'm turning my rough draft into my final draft so we can see it all together. So now I'm going to read you my paragraph, my complete paragraph, about what it is that makes me special. So let's go. It says, I am special because I am a talented artist. I have been making art for as long as I can remember. When people tell me they could never be good at art, I tell them that it just takes practice. My favorite types of art are drawing and painting. I try to practice art every day to keep improving my special skill. All right, and so that was my full paragraph in which I wrote about what makes me special. And I hope that by watching this that you got some good ideas and can think of lots of things that make you special. I know that everybody watching this video has many things that make them special, but hopefully you can pick just one thing and write about that in your 5 sentences. And while you're writing, you're going to remember that all of your sentences need to be about your same topic. You want to have an introduction, then your 3 sentences of details, and then your conclusion. And you want to make sure that you're using capital letters and good punctuation in all of your sentences. So I hope that you guys enjoy this activity and that it makes you feel happy thinking about the things that make you special. So I will see you guys again soon, and thanks for tuning in. Bye, STAIR students.